Hello Professor, it's Ritesh here and this is my Lab 5 demonstration. So sorry sir, I know that it's not good work, but you know that means on the last week I have just completed the Lab 4, so I didn't get proper time to complete all this work because I need to do the project work, then preparation of the exam and so on. So when today it was the last paper and I got some time, so some issues were remaining to clear, so I just cleared all the issue and I am submitting this video. So in this lab, the main purpose of this lab is we need to require this part onto the conveyor to this given position, and then after when it will reach to this position, the servo will turn on and then it will pick up the part and return it to this home position. So at the starting point I am doing the homing sequence. So now the home is clear, so I am clearing the part and once again insert the part. So at this time as I have set this position to 100 mm, so I am pressing the start button. So when I press the start button, conveyor moves to 100 mm and it remains over here for 1 or 2 seconds as I put the timer over there. Then servo will come over here to pick part and put it on this home position. Now for changing this position, first of all we need to do homing for this condition. So I am doing the homing condition. So the homing condition will turn on. Now it's done, so clear the part and insert the part. At this time we can see that all these conditions are true, and I am changing this 100 to 200, enter, and now pressing the start button. So when I press the start button, it moves to the 200 position, and for 2 to 3 seconds it will stop over here. Then after, the servo will turn on, the suction will now it pick up the part and return it to the home position. In this way, the task 1 is working. Now I am going to explain how I made this program. Now we can see that the servo sequence will turn on when we press the start PB, and the vertical read switch should be on, homing will be completed, the SSA will be off, and the TP servo suction light is in off condition. So when this servo sequence will turn on, it will add 73 into servo target position. The 73 is the offset which will move to the conveyor PID SP point, and then after PID block PID block will be initiated. So after that it will move. It will give the absolute value of from CV point to the VFD frequency command, which is our speed command. Now after that, when we back and forth VFD will moves forward when PID CV is greater than or equal to 0, and it will move reverse when PID CV is less or equal to 0. Now after that, the step sequence will turn on. So I will explain it later at the first time. Let's see this step. So when it is in the step number 0, the conveyor will start. Then after, when it is in the step number step number 20, so it will stop the conveyor when the condition current position indicator is greater than or equal to PID set point, as well as I have put timer over here for the 3 seconds. So when this timer will done, the time it stops the conveyor, as part reaches its target position. So now it is in the 30 number step. So at this time the servo will reach to its target position. Now after that, when it is in the 40 number step and as well as in the 80 number step, means that is the end step. So at that time servo will goes to lower, and after this 40 step it moves to 50 steps. So in this step the servo suction will turn on and it pick up the part. So after that it is in the 60 number sequence. So at this time servo vertical is raised to return the part at the home position, as well as it also raise when the process is completed, means when it is in the 100 number step. And then after when it is in the 70 number sequence, so it will initiate this motion axis move to part pickup. And after then when it will in the 90 number step, at the time the servo suction will turn off. So now let's see this part. So at the first time the one shot will be start. At this time our servo is in 0 number step. So when it is equal to 0 and VFD is active, so then after it will move to 20 number step. When it is equal to 20 number step and the timer which I put in the step number 20, it will done. Then after it the servo will goes to 30 number step. So after when it is step is equal to 30 number, as well as the servo current position is equal to servo target position. So servo at this time it moves to 40 number step. At this time servo is reached to that conveyor position. So now in the 40 number step the vertical lower reed switch is on, and then it moves into 50 number step. In 50 number step the suction light will turn on, and then after it goes into 60 number step. In 60 number step the vertical raise reed switch will turn on, and then it moves to 70 number step. In 70 number step, when the servo current position is equal to 0, it will move to 80 number step, and means it comes to the home position. And when it is in the 80 number step, the vertical lower reed switch turn on, and then it moves to 90 number step. After that when it is in the 90 number step, and then the suction light will off, so it put the part on the conveyor and it moves 100 to sequence number. So at the end when it is in the 100 number step and vertical raised reed switch is on, at that time the servo sequence is unlatched and it shows that servo sequence is completed. So this is my lab 5 task 1 program. Sir, I have completed this lab, so please consider it, and thank you very much.